Every part of this world is filled with exceptional children who have redefined what it means to be unusual and amazing in numerous ways. From certified geniuses to breathtaking talents, prepare to have your mind blown as we go on a journey to explore some of the most extraordinary kids out there. These kids are living proof that greatness and unimaginable feats know no age. Hang on as we dive right in. But before we dive into this list, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you would like to join this month's Star 5 giveaway of a brand new iPhone 14, then all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. WENGUI. WENGUI became a major story worldwide when stories of his having 10 vertebrae became major news across the globe. Born and raised in the Chinese capital of Beijing, WENGUI's health challenge brought him to fame, but on a personal note, he had to cope with the pain of having 3 extra vertebrae in his neck, and in 2014, WENGUI's father told reporters that his son's rare condition makes it difficult for the boy to walk properly. When he was 6 years old, Fu was diagnosed with congenital scoliosis and an abnormal chest frame. In response to WENGUI's rare health complications, a Beijing-based charity organization announced that they would be funding his neck correction treatment cost. An excited WENGUI told reporters that he was tired of being stared at in public and hoped to get his life back on track after the surgery. Number 9. JOHNCRIS QUIRANTE. JOHNCRIS was born with a rare condition that makes him have more teeth than the average human. At 4 months old, Carl already had 4 unprecedented teeth. And by the time he was 6 years old, his parents took him to a dentist where they found out he had over 180 teeth, with the numbers still increasing. In 2016, Carl's teeth were operated on. After the surgery, 49 teeth were removed from Carl's mouth, and at that point, doctors were able to ascertain that Carl had a rare condition known as hyperdontia. Further operations were carried out on Carl, and at some point he was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. He underwent an operation thanks to funds from donors, but a few months after, he was rushed back for treatment because he had a swollen face. 80 teeth were discovered on Carl's face and 150 in his mouth, with more to come. To date, Carl is still living with the condition and is expected to undergo further oral surgery to remove hundreds of teeth to keep the condition at bay. Number 8. TANISHQ. TANISHQ is an Indian American who graduated from college at the young age of 11. TANISHQ is also an author whose work was published by the legendary Elsevier publications. TANISHQ started his PhD before hitting 20 and now works as an undergrad lecturer. He is one of very few people around the world that can be referred to as a certified genius. While many people his age are still figuring out college, TANISHQ has achieved the remarkable feat of conquering every level of education available. Number 7. SOMAN. SOMAN's mental calculation prowess was discovered by her parents when she was just 6. SOMAN's ability to calculate effortlessly spun her parents to encourage her to study mathematics-related courses with a fellow prodigy brother. By the time PRIYANSHI was 11 years old, she was already competing with other mathematicians way older than her age in India and around the world. In one of the mathematics competitions PRIYANSHI was involved in, she solved all of her questions in a record 6 minutes and 28 seconds to beat off competition from participants from 37 other countries. Through her participation in the World Mental Competition, PRIYANSHI won 5 trophies. After her triumph at the Mental Calculation World Cup, PRIYANSHI was announced as India's ambassador for World Mathematics Day in 2011. The following year, the mathematics genius set another record for the fastest calculation of square roots. Number 6. AELITA Andre. AELITA Andre's journey into the art world can be traced to her family art studio. Speaking on their daughter's interest in painting, the Australian couple said AELITA's first touch with a painting started when she was just 9 months old. AELITA's father said when she was 9 months old, AELITA was attracted to the canvas, which he normally places on the floor whenever he wants to paint. He told ABC News that AELITA got closer to the tube, pressed it, and unlike most kids, she didn't try to touch her mouth with it. Instead, she was trying to imitate his flow of painting. AELITA's first public show took place in Melbourne in 2008, and by the time she hit 9 years old, she had already successfully hosted shows in multiple cities like London, Hong Kong, Italy, St. Petersburg, and New York. Speaking on what inspires her painting, AELITA said she's largely influenced by things around her, especially her dog and some movies she's seen. At number 5, ALIA SABUR. ALIA SABUR is the youngest professor in the world. She lectures at Seoul's Konkuk University in the Department of Advanced Technology in Fusion. ALIA SABUR was 18 when she became a professor at the university. She started college at the age of 11. ALIA SABUR was born and raised in Long Island, New York. ALIA initially planned to dedicate her life to studying material science. However, she changed her opinion after a fallout with her supervisor, who she accused of using her work to get research funds without her consent. ALIA's primary focus is developing a legal framework to protect students from losing their research to overzealous supervisors. Number 4, ARFA KARIM. Born in Pakistan in 1995, ARFA KARIM burst into international prominence after she became the world's youngest Microsoft certified professional. She got the certification when she was 9 years old and held the record for the youngest winner of the prestigious President Awards for Pride performance in her native country when she was 10. Her dad works in the military while her mom is a full-time housewife. ARFA KARIM passed and won a tough Microsoft contest in 2004. According to a family source, ARFA KARIM wrote her first poem when she was 5, and when her father noticed her high interest in computer-related tasks, he bought her a computer. The computer initiated her interest in IT-related fields. Unfortunately for young ARFA, she died of a cardiac arrest on the 14th of January back in 2012 at 16 years of age. In her honor, their positive contribution to the development of IT, the Pakistani government immortalized her memory with the establishment of the ARFA KARIM Technology Park in Lahore. At number 3, Gavin George. Born to Eric and Mary George, Gavin made a name for himself as an astute pianist as far back as 2018 when he was 15. Gavin George is the youngest recipient of the Suzuki International Piano Concerto Competition and has 2 gold medals at the International Piano Competition. For the record, Gavin George has been playing at some of the world's biggest stages since he was 6 years old. His first 2 performances were at the Carnegie Hall in New York. As a youngster, Gavin George has performed on global stages across the US and across the Atlantic in cities like Rome, Italy, and Luxembourg. Regarding his interest in piano, Gavin George said the first time he heard a piano, he felt a natural force pulling him, and he's convinced that he's chosen the right path. At number 2, SHUBHAM BANERJEE. In 2014, SHUBHAM BANERJEE developed a bootstrap that reduced the cost of reading materials for visually impaired people from $2,000 to $350. At the time, the tech prodigy was 12 years old. Although the device was designed when he was 12, when he hit 13 years old, he was able to secure funding for his life-changing product from Intel Global Capital Summit. SHUBHAM BANERJEE is one of the youngest technopreneurs in the world, and he's also the CEO of Brago Labs based in Silicon Valley. And at number 1, Adam KIRBY. In 2013, it was discovered that Adam KIRBY's intelligence quotient is equivalent to that of an old person of 144 years old. When the study was carried out, Adam was just 29 months old. His parents said when he was less than 2, the then toddler read a book about potty training, and without further instructions from his parents, he could implement the information he read from the material. Aside from that, as a toddler, Adam could perfectly name the planets in our solar system, and he also knew numbers from 1 to 10, all within the age of 2. Interestingly, he didn't even know how to speak in full sentences before mastering the spellings of more than 100 words. And that wraps up today's video. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and give us a like. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching.